What's up, dudes? I haven't made a video in a hot minute, and the topic of Android 21 has been out for a while now. And the thing is with Android 21 is it's like, what's there to say? Personally, I don't believe when people say it's like the Dr. Mario of Dragon Ball FighterZ. I think that's stupid as hell. Android 21 is a completely original character to this game. That means they can do literally anything with her, and none of us can say no. Like, they can make her moveset literally anything. Her punches, her kicks, her attacks, literally anything. And we just have to say, yep, that makes sense, because we don't know shit about Android 21. Android 21 isn't, like, taken from other games even. Like, it's not even like they're using, like, Mira Toa from, like, Xenoverse and stuff. Which, you know, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot had a cameo from Mira and Toa, and it also has cameos from Android 21. And Android 21 is in the Labcoat in that game. Android 21 is also in Dokkan Battle and in Dragon Ball Z Legends. And again, you can fight as the Labcoat versions in those games. And I always thought it was funny. I was like, oh, I guess it makes sense that she would be able to fight in her Labcoat form. Because in Dragon Ball FighterZ, characters typically fight in, like, you know, Goku fights at Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue, you know? So it's like, he typically is fighting not in base form or whatever. But, and like Frieza's fighting in final form, and Cell's fighting in his perfect form. But there is those examples, like Goku and Vegeta are fighting in their base form if you have the DLC, right? Goku has a ton of forms if you have DLC. Goku has so many forms, it's ridiculous if you have the DLC. But Android 21, you know, never has this form where it's like this version of her that's in other games exists, but, you know, she doesn't even exist in her home original game, which is Dragon Ball FighterZ. And so, it's really cool they're doing this. And I have friends who are hoping that she still has some of Android 21's moves, but clearly she doesn't have the tail. Will she still have, like, her, like, spinning kick move in the air? I don't know. But I imagine some of her normals will be similar, but I think all of her moves will be different. You know, to me, I think of Goku Blue, how Goku Blue and Vegeta Blue have some of Goku's same and Vegeta's animations. They have some of the same animations. However, some of them are different because of that. That makes different combo paths. And also, their moves are totally different. So Goku and Vegeta fight nothing like Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. All three Gokus and all three Vegetas, I'm not counting UI and GT and stuff. I'm counting base, Super Saiyan, and Blue, because that's the three that both Goku and Vegeta have. And both characters all fight very similar to each form. However, they all have, like, certain twists that completely change the way you use them and completely change their combo paths. You know, I would say you could probably play Point Super Saiyan Goku with, or no, actually I would say you probably could play Point Super Saiyan Blue Goku with mid Super Saiyan Goku and with your final anchor being base Goku, and that's probably a legit team. But why would you do that when UI Goku exists? But also, why would you do that? You know, you don't need to use the three Gokus as a team. That's stupid. I used to use the three Vegetas as a team as a meme. And I would do that just like, I would play, like, I have streams of me playing it online that way and actually winning. And I was like, how am I actually winning? And that's because I was using Super Saiyan Blue as my starter, Super Saiyan Vegeta as my middle, so for the assist, obviously. And then base Vegeta as a closer, which base Vegeta isn't really the best closer. He really should be playing point, but all three Vegetas should be playing point besides Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan should be playing mid. But it's like, you know, it's just a weird weird little thing going on there. But the point is that I think I actually am excited for base, or sorry, well, I'll just say Labcoat 21, because I just want to see what she can do. You know, she's not going to have the candy beam, like, because that's a Majin thing. So she'll probably have some Android-based attacks, but none of them really have, like, specific attacks about being androids, because 16, 17, 18 all play very differently. So I think she's just going to have attacks. Maybe she'll still have that, like, laser beam attack that always reminds me of Dr. Gero. I don't know, you know, like, what attacks will she have? I think she's just going to have completely original attacks. And I'm curious to see what they do with her, because even the level 3 in the air for her, where she, like, does that, like, dive move and, like, grabs you all over the screen and then, like, just blasts you on the ground, that doesn't even seem fitting for Labcoat 21. So I really have no idea at all how Labcoat 21 is going to play, and I think it's a good thing. You know, I think Labcoat 21 is going to be, like, super different from regular 21, which is also a good thing, because regular 21 is, like, very much so, like, a bonkers, crazy, unique character, and so people are probably going to still use her. People probably aren't going to switch to Labcoat 21, you know? So, yeah, that's a good thing. I'm down with that. I'm totally down with that. I think it's a good thing. Moving on. Let's see here. What do I think about, like, as far as future characters come? Well, we know that there's going to be a big DBZ event the same day that they're announcing more about Android 21, which is, we know Android 21 is coming out in like February or something like that, or maybe, I don't remember. I'm not going to fact check. It doesn't matter. Point is, there's going to be a big DBZ event in February, and that's probably when we're going to get to see more of 21's gameplay at least. And so what I'm thinking is they might go ahead and announce a new character. Now, what they did for Season 3 was they showed UI Goku, and then they just really dragged it out. But before we even got UI Goku, they showed us Kefla, and we got Kefla first. So it's like, we don't know what we'll see. We might, who knows what we'll see, right? But my point is, it's very possible we might get another season of characters. And that is crazy to me. And the thing is, they might be working on a FighterZ 2 right now, and we don't even know. But because there's going to be that new Dragon Ball Z game, that it's like a Death by Daylight style game where there's like one character's a monster and there's a bunch of normal characters, you can even play as like Bulma and Oolong and stuff. That game looks kind of crazy, and it's probably not going to be for me. But I'm going to watch Dado and Rhymestyle and Syriax and Nanogenics play it. I'm gonna watch those guys play it. That's fine with me. But I'm not gonna watch I'm not gonna play it myself. I'm not gonna go buy it. But I respect the hustle, and also whatever. We also know there's gonna be a new CyberConnect 2 game, and I would love it. Also, I think they also said they're gonna support making new Dragon Ball Kakarot content, and I actually love Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I actually have the Platinum Trophy in that game. And even after getting the Platinum Trophy, I started a new save file and just played it more. Because that game is just so much fun to me. I just love that game. So, if they make more DLC or something for that game, but now if it's just the card battle stuff, then count me out. But if they make new content for that game, that's going to be dope. They could very easily do more sagas and go into the Goku Black arc and stuff like that. They could easily do something with that game, right? But, yeah, I mean, whatever they announce at the thing is going to be cool. But so we're hoping for is a new season of characters. We want a season. We want a DLC pack 4. Now, do I think that will actually happen? There is actually a chance. It's not never say never. It would be almost weird to end on Labcoat 21. So it actually does make sense for them to do more characters. But the real question is what characters would they do? Because the only way they could make this work is if they just actually do characters that are worth buying. And I know people are saying they want Raditz, but it's will people go out and all buy Raditz? At the end of the day, I'll buy any fucking character, because I love Dragon Ball FighterZ. I don't care what characters they add in. But I still think Raditz would be better for a sequel game and not just for a straight up DLC character. But they just do wild shit sometimes. Some of the DLC choices have been insane. And it's I don't know. I'm all for it. So go ahead and pick a random ass crazy fucking character. I think it's totally fine. If we see Oob, I'd be out of fucking left field. It'd be crazy. But if we see Raditz or Zarbon or something, I'd be okay, what the fuck's going on? Why did they put that character in the game? I think characters like that should stay. I think Kid Gohan, Raditz, and Zarbon, Dr. Gero, and Deborah should all be saved for a sequel game. But I'm not saying don't do them ever. I'm just saying sequel game, right? There's other characters that we can go to first. We can get some hype ass characters in first, right? So I think one of the big characters I would like to see would be Future Gohan. He's a character I was predicting for season 3 for a while now, mainly because it's just he's insanely popular. So I'm kind of confused why he's not already in the game, but I think part of why is because he doesn't have the most iconic moveset. He doesn't really do many attacks in the... he's only in an hour-long special. He loses his arm and then he dies, and that's pretty much it. So if they made a Future Gohan character, it'd be more so based off of other video games than it would be based off of the actual material he's from. And I think that's what's stopping them from doing it. So, it's always one of those things where it's what should we do for like a character that doesn't have that much content fighting, right? And I don't know, it's like I don't know what we'll do, but I just think Future Gohan makes a ton of sense on paper because he's such a popular fucking character, the same way Bardock is. And with Bardock, how much of his attacks were really taken from that Bardock special? I don't know. I'm just saying, man. I'm saying. I remember him doing like that key boss attack, that like Riot Javelin and all, but like the punch move, like what? I don't know. Maybe if you go back and run back that Bardock special. Last time I watched it was the Team 4-star version, but maybe if you go back and run back that special, you'll actually see some like crazy move that makes sense for this. Anyway, as far as like any other character goes, a lot of people talking about how they want Majin Vegeta. I think Majin Vegeta makes a lot more sense than doing like Blue Evolved Vegeta or Super Ego Vegeta, like whatever that new form he has in the manga. I don't think they should do manga characters yet, like Granola or anything like that. Now the Dragon Ball Z movie actually comes out in like spring this year, so like it's very possible they'll do a character based off the movie. But the thing is that when they announced the Super Brawly characters, they announced them after the movie was already out and we had already all seen it. So I don't think they're going to do characters from the new movie Superhero. I just think it's too soon. So even though that would possibly be hype, we have to still see the movie. But again, there's always GT content like Omega Shenron. Omega Shenron's a big one we want to see. I don't think they need to do Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but if they did any character from GT, I don't want Majub, I don't want Adult Goten or something, I don't even really want Pan, but I will say if they do a hero character that's not Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Pan is probably the best bet, but Pan is also like a weaker character, but she's one of the more iconic characters. When I think of Dragon Ball GT, I think of Super Saiyan 4, and I think of Pan. Pan is like the face of GT in my opinion. And a lot of people want to see Pan in like this new stuff, like she's in Dragon Ball Superhero and stuff. But when I think of GT, I think of that version of Pan. And when I think of like Pan, I think of Pan from GT because she's barely a part of Dragon Ball Z. Even seeing her as a baby, it's weird. It's like a disconnect because we know that she'll never be that GT version. But that GT version is so fucking iconic. I mean, Pan really is like this super iconic looking character. And she just kind of looks like Chi-Chi. But either way, Pan is like a super iconic character that is, when I think of Pan, really, I think of how in Budokai 3, Pan is on the main menu saying you can hit new game or hit load game. And I always thought that was weird because it's not called Dragon Ball GT Budokai, it's called Dragon Ball Z Budokai. So it's really weird that Pan's in Budokai 3 in the main menu and she's not even like playable. And there's only like Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and Omega Shenron. That's all of the GT content in Budokai 3. And yet they still had the balls to put Pan on there. But I think it's mainly just because they wanted to show that Budokai 3 spans the entirety of... I mean, they added in Kid Goku from Dragon Ball as well. And they didn't add in like Demon King Piccolo or anything like that. Later they put in more Dragon Ball characters in Budokai Tenkaichi. But it was like, I think they just wanted with Budokai 3 to show that this game spans all of Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT. But Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball GT were more like cameo things compared to DBZ, which had like everything from DBZ was in there. So like, I'm going on a huge tangent, but I'm just saying like, when I think of GT, I think of Pan. So if they put Pan in, or Future Gohan in, I think those are two good guy characters to choose from. Now are they going to do 4, 5, or 6? I think there was 6 characters in DLC 2, right? What was it? It was Jiren, Videl, that's 2. I know Brawly and Gogeta, that's 4. And then GT Goku and Janemba. Yeah, so that's 6. 6 is a nice even number. Last time they did 5 because they put Gogeta in the middle. I think they're going to take Gogeta and move him off the middle if they do more characters because it doesn't make sense for him to be in the middle anyway. Beerus made sense to be in the middle, but now he's like off to the side. So put Beerus back in the middle. So Beerus shouldn't be over on the side. Put him back in the middle. Or put Majin Vegeta in the middle because it's Vegeta and it's like, is he good or is he bad? He beat Boo, but he also unleashed Boo in the first place. So put Majin Vegeta. No, that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, as far as villains go, it's like Omega Shinron makes sense, and plus you could release Omega Shinron right after Pan, and then you could make a dramatic finish with Omega Shinron and Gogeta. You could also make it a dramatic finish with Kid Goku and Omega Shinron, because GT Goku finishes off Shinron with a Spirit Bomb. So, I mean, there's a lot of things you could do here if you put Omega Shinron in. Also, Omega Shinron actually has like an interesting moveset. He'd be another heavy character. Like, he's just a good character that I wanted him more than Baby Vegeta. I'm surprised people were like so hyped for Baby Vegeta, but Baby Vegeta is a really popular character because in GT, Baby Vegeta actually has a good arc. You know, the battle with that's where Goku turns Super Saiyan 4 for the first time, stuff like that. But I don't know. Do we need a Super Saiyan 4 Goku that's playable? I mean, I honestly think that would be more hype than having GT Goku. I kind of wish Super Saiyan 4 Goku was just playable. I mean, GT Goku's one of the best, like, he's literally, like, one of the, like, the best top-tier characters in the game, but, like, it has been for a while. But it's just, like, I don't know. Super Saiyan 4 Goku would be pretty hype. What people really wanted was Super Saiyan Blue Goku versus Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and instead we got Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Not quite what we wanted, but at least Gogeta is a super powerful character, so it is cool if you're into power scaling. But we don't have that normal Super Saiyan 4 Goku as playable. Oh well, you know, it's over. The dream is over. It doesn't matter. I don't want like Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and GT Goku. That's just too much. That's too fucking much, right? But if you do Pan and Omega Shinron, that's fine. And right now, I think the DLC makes sense to keep diving into GT. I think that a lot of us, I think GT Goku was like testing the waters of like if we want GT stuff. And honestly, here's the thing. It's not that I love GT. It's just that I love that in Budokai 3 you can turn Super Saiyan 4 and it's like more powerful than anything else. That's really all it is. But beyond that, I just love having GT versus Super. The fact you can play as characters from Super and GT, put them on the same team, and have them fight each other. The fact that I can use Gogeta, like two Gogetas on the same team, one Blue and one Super Saiyan 4. That's cool. That's cool because Gogeta Blue and Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 are two of my favorite characters to play in this game. That's really cool. So, I'm fine with more GT, and I think Pan does make sense in the same sense that Videl made sense, even though she's super weaky and she might be like a little bit of a gag character. But might as well, right? Might as fucking well. So I think Pan's a good choice. As far as like anyone else from GT, nah, man. Like, I don't want Majub. You know, I don't want Majub. If you're gonna do Oob, I don't want the GT version. But with Pan, you can do the GT version. And Omega Shinron's the next villain. I don't do Super 17. Super 17 is the worst villain in GT. Super 17 is lame as fuck, bro. It's a disgrace to 17. You know, 17 is such a badass character. Just leave it the way it is with Super 17. When I say, Dragon Ball Super 17, not Super 17 from GT. You know, it's like we call him Super Brawly and Z Brawly. No GT 17. You know what I'm saying? I want 17 from Dragon Ball Super. I want TOP 17. That's what I want, right? I don't want none of this other shit, right? As far as anyone else though, man, like I said, Future Gohan, Majin Vegeta, those are my two top picks. I fucking love Majin Vegeta. His moveset would be interesting. And for anyone else outside of that, Turles, I think, is probably the next best character from a movie to pick. I think people sleep on those older Dragon Ball movies. I think Tree of Might is one of the best like movies. That movie's great. And Turles is a great character. The only problem is he's kind of like lackluster. But it would be cool to have another Saiyan in the game, and that's like base form and like just like wearing like the evil armor and stuff. The only problem with it would be kind of weird to have like Goku, Bardock, and Turles all on the same team because they all have the same fucking hair. But it's whatever, dude. It's whatever, dude. So, as far as anything else goes, I don't know, man. Most of the other movie villains aren't that cool. Tapion is a cool movie hero, and I think Tapion is perfectly fine, and I don't think Tapion is cool enough to be in the game until something like a Season 4. But honestly, Tapion might not even be cool enough to like a Season 5, bro. Like, Tapion's not that cool. But I know people really love Tapion, but I don't know, I'm just not that into Tapion. I think there's a lot of other characters that are worth exploring. Besides that, man, you know, there's not that many choices that are that insanely hype, right? But Labcoat 21, that's a great starter. If they, Future Gohan, Majin Vegeta, Pan, and Mega Shenron. Those are probably my top characters that I think. And what I'm saying is, I don't think all five, Android 21 we know is getting in. So I don't think my 4 characters aside from that are all going to get in, right? But I do think it'll be at least 4 more characters if they do it. Because there's no point in doing only 2 characters, or 3 characters. That doesn't make any sense. So it's only really worth it if you're doing at least 4 characters besides 21, right? So I think that if they're going to do it, I think Future Gohan, Majin Vegeta, Omega Shenron, and Pan. But, when I try to think outside of that, man, I would love Demon King Piccolo for some Dragon Ball original representation. Because I wanted Kid Goku and Demon King Piccolo originally anyway. That's those are characters I really wanted in the first game. And they could do a Dragon Ball pack, just original Dragon Ball characters. But they didn't do that. They went with GT Goku. And they gave him the power pole. So it's he's, not... so he's clearly a mixture between, Dragon Ball Goku. So obviously no one wants Dragon Ball Goku now because GT Goku exists. And I don't know. So I remember when the game first came out, people were trying to say there was a leak saying that Mira and Toa were in the game, and I don't know. I don't know about Mira and Toa. I don't really want them. Super Boo. Please put Super Boo in the game. I'd rather have Super Boo than Majin Vegeta. Please give me Super Boo. Why no Super Boo? Make it Super Boo with Gohan absorbed. And I know, here's the thing about Super Boo, it's his whole gimmick is absorbing characters, so it makes sense to make that part of his moveset, right? Here's the thing, Baby's gimmick is absorbing characters, Zamasu's gimmick was becoming merged with Goku, It's dude, it's okay to have these post-transformation versions of characters. We have Super Baby, we have all these other characters. Just do Buhan. Just make Super Boo Gohan absorbed, And because if you make him Gohan absorbed, he still used the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack as Super Boo with Gohan absorbed, right? It's not in the show he literally did that, right? So it's you can still do some of Gotenks' moves, you can do whatever, but it'd be really fun to have this character that, looks like Boo wearing Goku's shirt, and it can do all these moves that Goku, Gohan, and Gotenks can do, as well as moves that Vegeta can do. He even used the Gallic Gun in the show. The Boo attacks use the Gallic Gun. And so stuff like that would be really fun. That would be really fun. And you can even give him a move where he does absorb you or something like that, and make it so that way if you pull off to level 3, he just absorbs you and you're just a part of him now or something like that. So now I know they gave Kid Buu that move where he shoots a bunch of beams into the air and it rains down on everyone, and that's a Super Buu move. But if it's Super Buu with Gohan absorbed, you can lean less on Super Buu's moves and give him more of stuff that Gohan and Gotenks have. So I'm just saying it works, it makes sense, and Super Buu Gohan absorbed is awesome, and that's who Vegito fights. You could give him a dramatic finish with Vegito, where just like when Gogeta fights Shinimba, he goes back to Super Saiyan. You could have it so Vegito goes back to Super Saiyan while fighting Super Buu. I think people would be really happy to see Super Vegito and not just Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. So yeah, I mean, let's make it fucking happen, Let's make it happen, boys. Let's make it fucking happen, boys. So yeah, I'm totally down for something like that. But after that, trying to think of characters, man, it ain't easy. This is where it gets tricky. It's who else really is there? The best characters from GT besides Omega are already done. The best movie villains are kind of already done. Even Turles is kind of lackluster compared to all the other villains, And the major characters from Z who aren't total filler, total jobbers are all in. There's no characters left that aren't just absolute jobbers, I can't think of a single character that's not a fucking jobber. Yeah, there is nothing. There's already, some of the jobbers are already playable. So I know people want Raditz, but I think, I don't know. I don't know, man. So either way, all I know is, Mercenary Tao could be cool. Mercenary Tao is cool, but either way, I'm going to end this one here, and I'll see you guys on the next one.